All right.
Testing 1, 2.
Go.
The mic check good? Say it again. So you gotta wake Charles on that end.
Oh yeah.
That's what it is.
That's the old time.
Testing 1, 2.
Okay, here.
Make sure. Is this plugged in? If it's not, sometimes you have to unplug it. You good? Hey, we'll just unplug it from here and then put it back in there sometime. Unless you got something on that end right there. Here, this one right here.
Oh, I know what it is. I know what it is. Oh,
You got right speaker. This one right here. That one. You good?
you can turn right there too.
Testing 1, 2.
Yes, you good.
You good? Good. Good, sir.
You can close it. So we got like some actual water. You want a water cup? A war belt?
Is that cat water?
Yeah. His head piece over there too.
So we good. Think about the sound.
So like my body, turn it, kind of, like turn it towards you until you get everything good. So just keep that part out. So like the ISUPK, because that's what we're gonna be streaming from. Anyway. We just put feast the first fruits. That's it. That's all you need to do. You can even take the description out too. Keep that shit very, very simple. Put a little asterisk and like a little space in between that.
First one.
Mm-hmm.
Then don't. I see.
Yeah. Just put the feast of first fruits. Just repeat it. Yeah, just keep that shit simple. Should be live now. It's live now.
We are, but Mike's not.
Oh, that's cool.
Whatever y'all
Item I2.
First candidate.
First brother Kazimar, step up and state your birth. Kazimar, Banya Hawala, Banya Salam. Kazimar, Banya Hawala, Banya Salam. Yabasam Yashar Brakata. Yabasam Yashar Brakata.
Laya Shala.
Over the scrolls. I'm gonna turn and face the east.
Lord's Prayer. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shemaya.
Shemaya.
Kadash.
Haya.
Shemka.
Shemka.
Hawa.
Yahweh.
Malakwaka.
Taba'a.
Ratazaka.
Ratazaka. Haya.
Asha.
Rataza.
Rataza.
Dawa.
Haya.
Shemaya.
Shemaya.
Abanawa.
Come.
Yawam.
Salak now.
Wala'a. Ayanawa. Sayin. The boss. Shayanawa. Right. Haya. Aka. Alakwa. Allah. Atapar. Aman.
What you said in the English was, Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom
Thy
come.
will be done.
Thy will be done
in
in earth
as it is in
as
heaven.
it is in heaven.
Give us this day.
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
Forgive us our debts.
Forgive us our debts.
As we forgive our debtors.
If we forgive our debtors.
Lead us not.
And lead us not
into
into temptation,
but
but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it.
I come to power. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hashem Yahushua.
Hashem Yahushua. Baruch Shah. Danawa. Haka. Haka. Darba'a. Malka Malak. Haka. Atahar. Azariah. Haka. Hakia. Haka. Akwa. Wata'ala.
Worship.
Worship.
Hashem
Hashem
Yahushua.
Yahushua. The water. Aman.
What we just said in the English was, Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shah.
Lord, in the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
All manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the leopards.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean spirits.
Cast them out.
Cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh Shah.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you, so be it.
Thank you, so be it.
Bless Israel. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hashem Yahushua.
Hashem Yahushua.
Rakanawa.
Barak.
Shiraz. Ayabayah. Sarabariah. Barak.
Barak.
Rapa'ah.
Agan.
Agan. All of Israel.
All of Israel. All of Israel. All of Israel. All of Israel. All of Israel.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
All of Israel.
Hashem Yahushua. The water. Aman.
What we just said in the English was, Lord, in the name of Yahweh Shah.
Lord, in the name of Yahushua.
Bless us in Israel.
Bless us in Israel.
In the school.
And the school.
Bless your shield and protect.
Bless your
Bless
shield and protect.
Our loved ones.
Our loved ones.
In the name of Yahweh
Name of
Shah.
Yahushua.
Thank you, so be
Thank
it.
you, so be it. Psalm 121. Asha.
Asha.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Ahoriam.
Ahoriam.
Ayan.
Ayan.
Yaba'ah. Azariah.
Azariah.
Azariah. Ra'aim.
Ra'aim.
Hawa.
Yahweh.
Asha.
Asha.
Shema.
Shema.
Rataza.
Rataza.
Ayatan.
Ayatan.
Namawat.
Namawat.
Galika.
Galika.
Aniyawam.
Aniyawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Anala'a.
Ala'a.
Yarawam.
Ya'a.
Yashan.
Yashan.
Shamar.
Yashamar.
Yarala.
Yasharala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Marka.
Marka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Zalka.
Gazalka.
Ayai.
Ayai.
Yamyanka.
Yamyanka.
Imam.
Imam.
Yashamash.
Yashamash.
Wayika.
Wayika.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Walayala. Yahweh. Shamarka. Call right. Shamar. Afna Pashka. Yahweh. Shamar. Taza'aka. Mabawaka. Ma'ata. I will love.
What we just said in the English was, I will lift up my eyes.
I will lift up my eyes
to the hills.
to the hills.
From which come my help?
Which come my help?
My help come from the Lord.
My help coming from the Lord,
Which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel.
he that keepeth Israel
Shall neither slumber nor sleep.
shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade.
The Lord is thy shade
Upon thy right hand.
upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
Nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord should preserve thee.
The Lord shall preserve thee
From all evil.
from all evil.
He should preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord should preserve thy going out.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
And thy coming in.
and thy coming in
From this time forth.
from this time forward
And even forevermore.
and even forevermore.
Psalms 83. Alahaya.
Allahaya.
Yamiyah. Yaka. Al-Bakarash.
Al-Bakarash.
Oh, Kayahana, Arabanyaka, Yahama, Yawan, Ash, Alka, Yarawa, Sawada,
Sawada.
Yatazawa,
Yatazawa.
Wanyaka,
Wayashamanyaka. Amawa.
Lakaka,
Lakakan.
Manakakida,
Wayakakiram.
Wala'a,
Wala'ad.
Kar, Sham,
Sham.
Yasharala,
Yashra'ala. Yawada.
Kaya, Mawa'atazawa,
Ma'atazawa.
Laba,
Laba.
Kadwa,
Lakadwa.
Ayaka,
Arayath.
Yarawaka,
Yarawakika.
Alahaya,
Allahaya.
Yarawam,
Yarawam.
Washamai,
Washamai.
Yam,
Yam.
Mawa Abba,
Mawa Abba.
Agorium,
Agorium.
Gabal,
Gabal.
Wamawan, Wamalak, Alashat,
Alashat.
Am Yashabyaka,
Am Yashabyaka.
Tazawar,
Tazawar.
Yam Ashawar,
Gam Ashawar.
Alawa,
Alawa.
Imam,
Amam.
Hayawa,
Hayawa.
Sawawai,
Sawa.
Banyalawat,
Banyalawat.
Salah,
Salah.
Asha,
Asha. Ya'am.
Kamalia,
Kamalia.
Kasaya,
Kasaya.
Sara'a,
Sara'a.
Kayaban,
Kayaban.
Ranakol,
Wanakol.
Kwashwan,
Lakwashwan.
Shamadwa,
Yashmadwa.
Bayan,
Bayanan.
Dara,
Tara.
Hayawa,
Hayawa.
Daiman,
Daman.
La'adama,
Adama.
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa.
Nada,
Nada. Ya.
Maya,
Maya.
Ta'arab,
Ta'arab.
Wakazaba,
Watazaba.
Wakazabak,
Wakazaba.
Wakatazol,
Wakatazol. Mana'ai. Gabal.
Kamwa, Ashar,
Ashar.
Abawa,
Abrawa.
Nashara,
Nashara.
Lanawa,
Lanawa. Af.
Na'awa,
Na'awa.
Alahaya,
Alahaya.
Alahaya,
Alahaya.
Sayatamwa,
Sayatamwa.
Galya,
Galia.
Kwash,
Kwash.
Panya,
Panya.
Rakwaka,
Rakwaf.
Ka'ash,
Ka'ash.
Naba Ira,
Taba Ira. Ya Ira.
Watalaba,
Watalaba.
Watalahat,
Watalahat.
Warrior,
Warrior.
Khan,
Khan.
Daradakma,
Daradakma.
Basa Iraka,
Basa Iraka.
Basaba,
Wasaba.
Rabata,
Rabata.
Dabahala,
Tabahala.
Mala'a,
Mala'a.
Panyaham,
Waham.
Qualawan,
Qualawan.
Waya,
Waya.
Quashwa,
Quashwa.
Shamka,
Shamka.
Yahawa,
Yahweh.
Bashwa,
Bashwa.
Waya,
Maya.
Bahalwa,
Bahal.
Aya,
Aya.
Waya, Parwa,
Tawapawa.
Waya,
Waya.
Badwa,
Abadwa.
Waya,
Aya.
Da'awa,
Tawa.
Kaya,
Kaya.
Ata,
Ata.
Shamka,
Shimka.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
Baka,
Labaka.
Ayawan,
Ayawan.
Akol,
Akol.
Arataza.
Arataza.
What we just said in the English, Psalm 83 in the English. Keep not thy silence.
Keep not thy silence.
O power.
O power,
Hold not thy peace.
hold not thy peace,
And be not still.
and be not still.
O power.
O power,
For know thy enemies.
for know thy enemies
Make a tumult.
make a tumble,
And they that hate thee.
and they that hate thee
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the heads.
They have taken crafty counsel.
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people.
against thy people,
And consulted against thy hidden
and
ones.
consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said,
Come,
Come,
let us cut them off.
let us cut them off from being a nation,
That the name of Israel
may be no more in remembrance.
They are consulted together.
But they are consulted together
with one consent.
with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom.
The tabernacles of Edom
And
and the Ishmaelites
of Moab.
and the Hagarenes,
Gabal.
Gabal
And
and Ammon
Amalek.
and Amalek,
The Philistines.
the Philistines,
With the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur also is joined with them.
Assur is also joined with them.
They are hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of Lot. Salah,
Do unto them.
do unto them as unto the Midianites, as unto Sisera, as unto Jabin, at the brook of the sun,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
It became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung before the earth.
Make their nobles like a rep.
Make their nobles like a ram,
And like the ebb.
yea,
All the princes of Sabah.
all the princes of Sabah and as Zamuna,
who said,
who said,
Let us take to ourselves
let us take to ourselves
the houses of
the
power
house of power
and possession.
and possession.
Oh my power.
Oh, my power,
Make them like a wheel.
make them like a wheel,
As the stomach before the wind.
as the summer before the wind,
As the fire burneth the wood.
as the fire burneth the wood,
As the flame set the mountains on fire.
as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them.
So persecute them
with thy tempest.
with thy tempest,
And make them afraid.
and make them afraid
With thy storm.
with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame,
That they may seek thy name.
that they may seek thy name.
O Lord.
O Lord,
Let them be confounded.
let them be confounded
In trouble.
and troubled
Forever.
forever.
Yea.
Yea,
Let them be put to shame.
let them be put to shame
And perish.
and perish,
That men may know.
that thou,
whose name alone
whose name alone
is Yahweh,
of the Most High,
over all the earth.
over all the earth.
Sorry.
Sorry, turn face to front. Scroll right down. You can be seated. Shop it.
Got Leviticus 23, sir.
We're gonna start out in the book of
10.
Leviticus. The Hebrew chapter 23 and 10. We're gonna start out in the Hebrew. This is Leviticus 23 and 10, right? Hebrew. The bar. Oh. But the Yah. Yashar. Wa'amara. Allah. Kaya. The Awa. Oh. Ha'a. Ratazah. Ashar. Adayah. Wathan. Nakam. Wakwa. Tazara. Wathan. Ah. Watazah. Yara. Waha. Ba'ath. Ah. Aymar. Ra'a. Shayat. Watazah. Yara. Kam. All. Akan. Akahan. Verse 11. Waha. Ayat. Ah. Ha'aymar. Apa. Nayah. Yahweh. Ra. Tazah. Nakam. Mama. Kara. Asha. Ashabath. Yana. Yapan. Nawah. Akah. Akahan. Verse 12. Wa'ai. Shayata. Wa'ya. One. Hana. Yapa. Come. Ah. Ha'ai. Ha'amar. Kabash. Tamayam. Ban. Shanathawa. Ha'ila. Naya. Hawa. Verse 13. Wama. Naka. Shanaya, Aisha, Renayam, Salah, Bana, Wala, Basha, Ashaman, Asha, Naya, Hawa, Naya,
That's rough.
Raya, Naya, Ka, Wana, Saka, Wana, Sakawa, Naya, Waba, Ya'ai, Aha, Ahayan, verse 14. Wala, come, Wakwa, Naya, Waka, Ramala, Ta'a, Kalawa, I Tazam, Aya, Ayawam, Azaha, I, Haba, Ya'a, come, Habra, Ban, Alaha, Yakam, Kakwa, I Walam, Nada, Yam, Naba, Nada, Rata, Yakam, Makal, Masha, Rata, Yakam, verse 15. Wasa, Parata, Yakam, Mama, Naba, Masha, Mashabat, Maya, Mom, Abba, Ya'akam, Amar, Da, Nawa, Pa, Shabai, Shabba, Nawa, Dama, Yama, Taha, Ya, Na, verse 16. I, Mama, Ra, Kasha, Kasaba, Kasha, Maya, Maya, Da, Kasa, Hawawa, Kamash, Shayam, Yawam, Waha, Hawa, Batam, Manaka, Kadash, Kadasha, Aya, Hawa, verse 17. Mama, Washa, Bata, Yakam, Aba, Awa, Yakam, Dana, Wapa, Shaya, Shalaya, Aisha, Wanayam, Allah, Salah, Saha, Yaya, Na, Kamataza, Ya'a, Yaya, Na, Ka, Warayam, Yaya, Awa.
Not an easy thing, sir, when you read that Hebrew.
Right. Brothers reading is a language that we spoke before we got put into captivity. Right. What we're speaking of is Hebrew, ancient Hebrew. It's the Hebrew that nobody knows about anymore. It's called the Lashon Hadash, the Holy Tongue. You have people today that call themselves the Jews, but the Jewish, what they speak today is Yiddish. They don't speak what we speak.
That's right.
They're still trying to figure out today how do so-called African Americans and Mexicans know how to speak this language, which was once, it's something that was just thrown away.
Right.
Also, I want to thank the brothers and sisters that came to the class tonight for the first time.
Damn right.
I could have been celebrating Memorial Day, but
Right.
you celebrating Memorial Day.
That's right.
The Lord, he doesn't take that lightly. That
Right.
is something that will be rewarded. Right now, everybody's out here cooking out, enjoying themselves.
Right.
And that's sort of, it's celebrating the oppressors' Memorial Day. It's a Memorial Day that they remember their fallen souls.
That's right.
We need to have a day where we remember our fallen souls.
Right.
I will read verse 23, sir. Chapter 23, verse 10.
Cut.
Leviticus, out of the English, King James Version, speak unto the children of Israel and say unto them,
when ye be come into the land which I give you, and shall reap the harvest thereof, then ye shall bring a sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest unto the priests.
Right now, this is when we came out of slavery, out of the land of Egypt. Right? America isn't our first slavery. This isn't the first time that Black, Latinos, and Native Indians have ever been into slavery. We went into slavery in Egypt. That's the first time that the nation of Israel went into slavery as a whole together. And then if you read in the Bible, you'll find out many other slaveries that we went into. Every time we disobeyed the Lord and went against all of his commandments, he always punished us by putting us in slavery underneath a wicked nation.
Right.
The same thing happens with us with the Greeks and the Romans. The Romans today are the same people that are in authority right now. They had us in slavery during the time of our king, who everybody calls Jesus Christ. When Jesus Christ came on the scene, our people were living no different than how we live now. We were keeping the heathen's customs. We were following Roman traditions and Greek customs. It's no different than now. The customs that we keep now are American traditions, just like Memorial Day. Memorial Day has nothing to do with Black people, even though we were the ones who founded Memorial Day. You know, Memorial Day was started by Black people, by so-called African-American soldiers who wanted to remember the soldiers that got killed. And there were soldiers who got thrown in a ditch, if I'm not mistaken. And these soldiers, these Black soldiers, wanted to remember them soldiers. So our Black soldiers back in the 1900s, 1920s, if I'm not mistaken, went out and took, signs and made graves for all of those fallen soldiers.
Right.
But this so-called oppressor, he took it over, and he considered himself the one who started Memorial Day.
Right.
Well, Memorial Day was started by Black people.
Right.
It's no different than those signs that they had downtown Greenville with white people celebrating Juneteenth. You got Juneteenth, they about to celebrate it downtown, but you got white people faces on the brochures going around. That's an insult. You got it right there.
And if I could, you know what I'm saying, that last part you said so heavy, sir, you know what I'm saying, because we said, this last year that they was going to try to integrate, you know what I'm saying, what we do, try to make it their holiday.
Right.
You understand? Of course, here, on a doggone banner that's supposed to be for Black, Latinos, and Native Indians, primarily Blacks, you understand, they have an oppressive couple on the banner. You understand? And of course, we went out there last year to here in Greenville, and we just seen it being filled with our oppressor. You understand? Being filled with Africans and all these other, heathen nations. You understand? America is doomed. Shalai, sir.
Right. Also, Mark, you remember we went out there, the brother who was over the whole
I forgot about
who was in the uproar, he's mad right now because of what he's seen. But he was the same brother that told us that could we leave.
that. That's
Black
true.
man told other Black men to leave the Juneteenth festival because he was afraid that he was going to say something. And I know now he regrets that he didn't allow us to say anything. You got
And he said we was going to be too militant.
I was right there.
Too militant. You understand?
We were too militant. You got him right there.
No. I was just gonna say, if it was, the U.S. Navy or the Army, you know what I'm saying, he would have opened them with open arms. You know what I'm saying? But you see all Black men and all Black, you know what I'm saying, trying to wake up our people as far as Black, Latinos, and Native Indians, we get turned the other way.
Right.
You understand? And all we want to do is get our people off drugs. All we want to do is get our people off, from being whores and whoremongers. You know what I'm saying? And get out of that stinking, disgusting Christian church. That's all we want to do. And let them know that they are true Hebrew Israelite according to the Bible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're in South Carolina. I mean, it's a Bible Belt, right? You know what I'm saying? We can't do that. You know what I'm saying? But, like I said before, if that was any oppressor, any of their army, they would have been held with open arms and gifts. You know what I'm saying? Yes, go ahead, come in. But since we trying to change something and be the change for South Carolina here, you know what I'm saying? We're, like we're doomed and we're damned. So like, sir.
Verse 11, 23:11. And ye shall wave the sheaf before the Lord to be accepted for you. On the morrow after the Sabbath, the priest shall wave it.
Yeah, read it again. That's the last one.
Verse 11.
Okay, good. We started at 1.
We started off at
10.
Okay, go ahead. You go ahead.
And he shall wave the sheaf before the Lord to be set before you. On the morrow after the Sabbath, the priest shall wave it.
Right. What is a sheep?
It's like what about sheep? It's a sheep where they put all the food on there and they wave it to show that.
Kind of like a basket.
Not so.
Kind of sort of like a basket, but it's like I can picture it's like one of those little long things you just put the food on.
Right. And they it's bringing the sheep. And it's so that the people can see he's doing it. The priest is doing it for the people.
Right, for the people to see, because the nation of Israel, even today, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we always have to see something. Like in order for us to believe, we have to see it.
Right.
Like it's hard for us as black, Hispanics, and Native Indians to believe on it just word of mouth.
Right.
You know, so the priest is showing the people the things that we're supposed to do, so it can be passed down from generation to generation.
Right.
On how to serve the Lord.
Right.
Verse 12. And ye shall offer that day when ye wave the sheaf a lamb without blemish of the first year for the first for a burnt offering unto the Lord.
Right. So you're supposed to offer a lamb with no blemish. No blemish meaning this lamb is supposed to be perfect. This is supposed to be your best lamb. You're supposed to take this lamb and sacrifice it for the Lord for a burnt offering. This is what we did in ancient times. We don't do these things anymore because we had a new sacrifice, and that sacrifice was Christ. This is what our people did. This right here is just ancient history for our people, man. You know, the church don't teach you these things that our people done at one point in time in our life. Like these are the things that we did when we came out of slavery and we were in the beach. Right?
Verse 13. And the meat offering thereof shall be 2/10 deal of flour mingled with oil, an offering made by fire unto the Lord for a sweet savor. And the drink offering thereof shall be of wine.
And what offering?
The drink offering.
What?
Drink offering.
It should be what?
The drink offering therefore shall be of wine, the fourth part of a hin.
The church said you can't drink. But you had to make an offering to the Lord that was a wine.
Right.
It was the fourth part over here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we drink.
And that hand serves like a measurement of wine.
Right. It's a
Like
great.
a quart or a liter or whatever.
That's why we always tell our people in the churches do not know what they're teaching our people. And that's why so many of our people are error.
No,
That's why our people are in this condition right now, because churches have been around since slavery. And look at the condition of black people now. We got more homosexuality in the churches than in the land. And the fact is, most of it is in your churches in the land.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's bad in these churches, man. These churches, they harbor any type of spiritual demon that you can think of. Lust, homosexuality, drug addiction, alcoholism, you name it, it's inside of the church. The church isn't teaching our people these things right here. Go ahead, up.
I'm done. Verse 14. And ye shall eat neither bread nor parched corn nor green ears until the selfsame day ye have brought an offering unto the Most High. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generation and all your dwellings.
Right. This was something that we were supposed to continue to do all through our generations. We were supposed to do this. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Our people, man, we lost this when we got put into captivity underneath the Romans. When Christ came back. We're supposed to be keeping these customs. You know what I'm saying? If you can go recall some of the history that we were in Africa, I guarantee you, if they was to let us find those archives, it would show the things that we were doing. It
Right.
would show the history of what we spoke and
That's right.
how we were way different than the Africans.
Right.
The Africans even said it themselves. It's a video, it's a recording of an African in Africa. He was debating somebody and he said it. He said, yeah, we knew who y'all were. He said, y'all were different from us. Y'all worshiped y'all God. He knew we were different. Even to this day right now, we got Africans right next door. They don't even speak to us at all. They don't speak to us. They don't deal with us. We got it.
Yeah, I was gonna say they know that we Hebrew Israelites. You understand? Like I remember coming to the school for a class one day, And I think I told you this out of one Officer Bond. You understand? The heathen, stopped me and said, what y'all got going on over here? I was like, yeah, just give them the spill, like letting, of course, we letting Black Latinos and Native Indians that they Hebrew Israelites. And she just gave me, like one of those blank stare faces, like, how did this Negro know this is in the Bible? You understand? Like, how did he know all this information? And, I just left it at that, like she went her separate way and I went my separate way, man. Like, like these Africans know that, that the true Negroes over here, so-called African Americans, are Hebrew Israelites. You understand? And it's our job. You understand? To continue to push that truth, to let them know that they are not African Americans and that they are true Hebrew Israelites according to the Bible.
Right.
What you like about that, sir?
Go ahead,
Sir. Verse 15. And ye shall count unto you from the morrow after the Sabbath, from the day that ye brought the sheaf of the wave offering. 7 Sabbaths shall be complete. Even unto the morrow after the 7th Sabbath shall ye number 50 days, and ye shall offer a new meat offering unto the Most High.
Right. So for 50 days, we're supposed to keep this custom right here.
Right.
We're supposed to have an offering for the Lord for 50 days. We're supposed to do this for 50 days, keep this feast. That's what we're going to do here in ISUPK.
Right.
We don't know about anybody else, but we know we're going to do here in ISUPK.
Got one more. Verse 17. And ye shall bring out of your habitations 2 wave loaves of 2/10 dills. They shall be of fine flour. They shall be baken with leaven. They are the first fruits of the Lord. Like they're celebrating Memorial Day out here, because they're heathens, and they coerce our people to do the same thing. But really, this is the time when the feast of first fruits is done. We always have feast days that these heathens try to insert something else on the feast days that the Most High has already put in place for us to do. Because He said, when you come out of the land, when we come out of Egypt, He said, these are the things you need to be doing. The Feast of the First Fruits, in this case, was one of them, not Memorial Day. And I say to myself, Memorial Day, what are they memorializing? Like you said, they're Esau, the oppressor. I mean, what about our slaves? How come we're not memorializing them? Right. What about the Native American Indians? How come we ain't memorializing them? And what about the fall, the Mexicans that fall every day on the borders, man? But Esau is a wicked. He'll celebrate his days and people don't even think. What about those slaves that died? What about our people? But they don't have a day for that. That's what I said. It's kind of like hypocritical,
What we're having right now, it's a lot. You go ahead and get anything else you want to say. Anybody else want to say anything? Also, if anybody has any questions on anything, you can also ask. Even if it's just based on scriptures. But what we're doing today, this is one of the Lord's high holy days. You know what I'm saying? Like we've been taught in America's holidays. The Lord has high holy days that He wants us to keep too, as Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. This is just one of them. A list of how the so-called high holy days that we're supposed to keep. Because you got the paper with them, right? The paper with the high holy days.
It's right.
So this.
It's somewhere.
This is a list of our high holy days that we're supposed to be keeping. It's Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. It's literally 9 days that we're supposed to keep. We can pass this around too. Everybody can look and see. Those are the high holy days that we're supposed to be keeping. And the Lord gave us a list of things that we're supposed to do to serve Him.
Right.
You know, you got Christmas in America that they celebrate.
Right.
Christmas has become something that's been popularized all around the earth.
Right.
But Christmas is a pagan tradition.
Right.
Right.
No different. Like, and then this is another sad thing. Next month, what is going to be? June. You got Juneteenth coming up. The day when we so-called celebrate the day that we were free. But if you look around and you ask yourself, are we really free here in America? Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians is truly free. Do we know anything about ourselves as far as who we are or where we come from?
Right.
Do we know anything about ourselves? What language did we speak when we first came off the slave ship? What foods did we eat? What did we do before we came off the slave ships? We have no clue because we are not truly free. We are still slaves. That's how come you see the police officers pull us over and they mistreat us on live camera TV. You get shot dead on the camera, right on camera on the TV for your family to see, for your kids to see. Eric Garner got choked out in New York City on film,
Right.
for his children to see. For his children to see. Tamir Rice, shot by a cop, 12 years old. His family had to see the video. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Lord has something for us to do, man. The Lord has high holy days for us to keep.
Right.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. Right? You know what I'm saying? That's what we got to understand. That's why this school has been established since 1969.
Right.
To wake our people up, man. We're not no fake Israelite group. We're not affiliated, associated with any other Israelite group. Every other Israelite group came from this school, man. This school has been established since 1969 by that brother right there at the top named Abba Bivens, who was murdered and killed by so-called Muslims
Right.
in 1967.
Sir.
In 1967, this brother was murdered and killed for pushing the truth, for doing the same thing that we do. And those brothers that stood with him were not cowards, and they continue to do the same thing. That's how this school is still pushed today in 2023. You know what I'm saying? We have high holy days. Right now, we're in the Feast of First Fruits. Right. The next one coming up will be the Day of Memorial of Blowing Trumpets.
Right.
And after that, you got the Day of Atonement. The Day of Atonement is a day where you must fast for 24 hours. Trust me, it is not for the weak. The Day of Atonement, you really test yourself. Man.
Right.
You test your spirit, you vex yourself. You fast from water, no food for 24 hours. You show the Lord that you're willing to battle in order to serve Him. You think about it, some people can't even go without weed for 15 minutes. Imagine when you fast from water and food for 24 hours. You do it in here just to show the Lord that we are truly dedicated to Him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We already had the Passover. The Passover was 2 months ago. I pray the brothers and sisters that are coming to the school now, you know, that y'all will be able to make it to next year's Passover.
Right.
Just imagine a family reunion with thousands of people. That's the Passover. We got Black, Latinos, and Native Indians in one building, all together. No fight, no arguments, no bull crap. Nobody's stealing anything from them. We all in one building and we have an amazing time.
Right.
You got it, Mark.
And if I could too, you understand, like just to show you that our oppressor is truly against us, you know, some filthy, disgusting rabbi and some other, you know, fake Israelite groups, they try to get the Passover shut down. You understand? But of course, we truly, you understand, love the Lord. And like Jeremiah said, you know, we would have had the Passover in the middle of the streets.
Right.
You understand? Just to know, you know, just to show you how much, you know, how courageous the ISUPK is, just to show you how disciplined we are. You understand? Of course, they wasn't able to shut down the Lord's Passover.
Right.
We still had the Passover at the same venue. You understand? That was originally scheduled, man. You know, but that's just to show you once again that oppressor is totally against the ISUPK. That's what I say.
Right. What our guys been talking about, I think for the past 2 years, there's been people trying to stop us from having the Lord's Passover. Last year that just passed, so-called Jewish rabbi, got on the news and said that what did they call us, terrorists?
A hate group.
They called us a hate group. He said a hate group is going to be having a Passover in this building.
Right.
And people wanted to petition. They wanted to petition it. They wanted to come out and hold up signs. They wanted to do any and everything to stop the Lord's Passover. But they was unsuccessful.
Right.
We still had the Lord's Passover, and it was glorious. We had an amazing time. You got
And that same Jewish guy I saw, he was on the TV, saying, "Man, we can't have this. We got to check our laws to see what's going on here. Our laws in America,
right.
Their laws. So they're militant about their laws. But never mind us.
Right.
We can't do nothing. We can't even." Commanding General, General Muhammad said, "We hold this thing in the street if we have to." That's what we are.
We've been right in the streets holding the Passover.
Right.
That's it that you said that because, like you said, that oppressor said we got to check our law.
I'll check our laws.
Because their laws are not designed for us. That's why whenever it comes to situations, they break them laws when it comes to us.
Exactly.
They tell you that thou cannot murder, thou cannot kill, but what did they do to us?
Exactly.
They murder us and shoot us down in the streets there, and guess what they do? They get off free.
Right.
Before that scripture, you get off. They murder us and hold themselves not guilty.
Oh yeah. That's Zechariah 11:5.
You go ahead.
Zechariah 11:5.
Come.
Zechariah 11:5. Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty.
Right. Our possessors, they slay us and they murder us.
Right.
They kill us in the streets and they hold themselves what?
Not guilty.
George Zimmerman was what?
Not guilty.
Yeah, these people murder us in the streets, and the Lord said they hold themselves not guilty.
Right.
That's why when you turn to your TV, what do we already know the verdict is going to be whenever we see a cop kill us in the street? What do we know?
Not guilty.
So we already know it. We see it happen, we already know he gonna get off scot-free.
Right.
Because we get no justice in America.
Right.
Nobody is helping to save the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We get murdered in the streets, and the people that murder us, they get what?
They get not guilty,
They
sir.
hold themselves not guilty. They murdered. What was the brother that got shot, man, by the police officer, man? Not Walter Scott. But it was the one where they was arguing. They was out there and they was over some CDs. New Orleans. It was in New Orleans and Baton Rouge, the brother who got not loose of cigarettes, man.
You talking about Eric Garner?
Not Eric Garner. It was the brother. He was That's how bad it is. Like so many of us don't got killed. It's so hard to keep up with the list. I got his name in my head, but he was the brother. He was shot by a cop on video selling CDs. And they got into a little scuffle over CDs, and the cop shot
Alton Sterling.
Alton Sterling. That's him. Brother got shot, murdered, and killed on film. And the brother that recorded the video, which was a Puerto Rican brother, which is from the tribe of Ephraim, which is one of our brothers, he recorded it and they arrested him. They arrested him for recording the video. Man. And those police officers that killed him, they got off scot-free.
Right.
They got off not guilty. And then there was another brother, the brother that got killed in California. He was walking around in his grandma's backyard. And they murdered him and killed him. They murdered him and killed him. You won't believe this. His brother went to a basketball game, football game to go see the game. How about the cop that killed his brother was holding security there?
Right.
And he said, "This is the first time I've ever seen you in my life. And you're the bastard that killed and murdered my brother."
Right.
That's how easy it is for them to murder us. You think about black people and how we murder and kill each other. We kill and murder each other, but it's nowhere in the world you're gonna let the person that murdered your brother just walk around scot-free.
Right.
You're not gonna see him at the game and not want to get revenge. We'll get revenge amongst each other, but when it comes to us getting justice for the people that oppress us, we can't get it.
Right.
No matter how hard we try to work with that system and get justice, but we don't get it.
Right.
This requires you to call them a higher power. You gotta call them the Lord.
That's right.
What do you think the coronavirus was? The coronavirus was a plague from the Lord. These are persons. I seen the video. Me and my kids were watching it. It was from 2020 when the COVID had hit. The oppressors had a big, nice house, and this is when COVID had hit hard. The Lord flooded their house. The devil said, 2020, we need y'all to be a little more easy on us, please. I said, that was the Lord. That was just a little piece of the pie.
Right.
What the Lord is going to do to these oppressors. 2020 was just to show us what is going to happen to these people for what they've done to us. They couldn't even handle a cough. COVID was a cough that you couldn't see.
Right.
And we lost a lot of brothers and sisters behind COVID.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord be with those families who lost family members behind COVID. You got it, Mark.
Right. And if I could, like just to go back to, how they, hold themselves not guilty, and they try to make it seem like, Black Latinos and Native Indians are very, very suicidal. You understand? Back in 2020 in Sacramento, it was a boy found hung from a basketball court. You understand? And even in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, about 4 or 5 years ago, they found a little girl hanging from a tree. You think it was any type of investigation from it? You understand? It was ruled as suicide. Now, what Black, Latino, and Native Indian do you know that's going to, for one, hang themselves from a basketball court? You know what I'm saying? Suicidal rate, you know what I'm saying, for Black, Latinos, and Native Indians is very, very low. But when it comes to our oppressor and all these other heathens, it's at an all-time high.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to us, we don't do that. You understand? But of course, once again, it was no type of investigation. They just marked it as what? As a suicide, closed case.
Wow.
You understand? Their parents are never going to be able to find out who was their killer.
Right.
You understand why? Because we're in hell. You understand? And another thing is, this is their constitution. So like Officer Bun was saying, it's set up for them. It's set up for them to win. Just like it, sir.
Right. Said if anybody has any questions, also we willing to answer any question. Yeah, go ahead.
Whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty, and they that sell them say, "Blessed be the Lord."
Ain't that what they said when they sold us in slavery?
Blessed be the Lord.
Yeah, when they sold us in slavery, they said this is a blessing. Bless the Lord. They sold us into slavery, and look how America got established.
Right.
I said it again because you said it out loud. It's like God we trust. That's what they say on the back of the dollar bill. It says that God we trust. They trusted the God for what they did to us. Right? They believed putting us in slavery was a righteous thing. Man.
Right.
Like brothers and sisters gotta understand the type of people that we are underneath. They smile in your face, but deep in their heart, man. Hey, even the scriptures talk about that. These people smile in your face day by day. Hey, how you doing? Hey man, how you doing? You got them right there.
Concert, and I was just gonna point out as well too, Shalak, about this, sir. Everybody remember George Zimmerman. You understand? Of course, killed innocent black man, but got off, of course, scot-free. You understand? They got so much money. You understand? Off of killing a black man. Everybody know what happened out there in New York to the brother that got strangled to death, right? Jordan Neely. The water for that, Nayar. The brother Daniel Penny, he had raised over $2.6 million. You understand, for killing a black man. $2.6 million for killing a black man. And guess what? I don't know, what's going on with the case, but like Officer Bun was saying, it's getting to the point where we don't even want to see it because we already know that he's gonna get off. If he's winning money and he's raising money and doing all these things, Guess what? We already know that the Constitution is set up for them.
Right.
So what? $2.6 million and growing for killing a black man, for strangling a black man for 15 minutes? And you telling me that that's worth $2.6 million? Good night. Get out to Commander General Honda and see what we would do with that. Shalak, I'm getting riled up, man. Shalak, sir. Tell me.
Show us a time and place where a black man has ever been rewarded for killing a white man.
Right.
You show us that, and we'll show you that has never happened. We've been rewarded for that. Jail time.
Right.
Prison time. That's what you get for killing a so-called person. We're not telling anybody to go do that. But they want to make sure they get justice for them.
Right.
But our people don't receive any justice. That's why it's so important for us to come back and serve the Lord.
That's why I say, sir, blessed be the Lord, for I am rich.
They are what?
They are rich.
All these people are rich, man, for putting us in slavery.
Right.
They sold us and made a fortune off of it.
Right.
Oh, I got a black man, 25, 35, 35, 45, 55, sold. Young buck sold. I got a nice young woman right here. I got a nice woman right here. I got her and her daughters and kids. They'll cook for you, clean for you, everything. Sold.
Right.
They did that to us, man. And that's one thing we should never forget. Memorial Day, that's what you should be remembering. You should be remembering what happened to your ancestors, man. What happened to your forefathers and your forefathers. A lot of our grandparents in South Carolina, they were slaves, man.
Hey.
My great grandmother was a slave, but she told us about how she picked cotton.
Right.
My grandfather told us how he picked cotton as a small boy, just to make money. We should never forget them things. We shouldn't be out here cooking out, having a good time, remembering the oppressors, people that he wants to memorialize.
Right.
We should be remembering our people. Jordan Neely, killed because he was asked for some spare change, because he was having a mental breakdown. If you was us in America, you have a mental breakdown too. I don't think our people are battling alcoholism and drug addiction, because it's hell trying to live in this place, man. It's hell trying to live in America. We living through hell. Every day we wake up, man, we are living in hell. You don't know when the next meal is gonna come. You don't know how you're gonna get to work. You don't know how you're gonna feed your kids. You don't know how you're gonna do everything. But you sit back and you look at these oppressors. They on the beach having a good time. They
Right.
on Memorial Day. I was leaving from. I had to slave the day on Memorial Day.
Good night.
I'm riding back to the crib. I look on the lake. They out there on the boats with the bill. They got the music out. They on the jet skis. I said, damn, it must be nice. I said, it must be nice that you were murdered and raped and robbed Black Latinos and Native Indians for over 400 years, and look at the benefits that you have reaped. And these oppressors be the same people that say, oh man, we ain't had nothing to do for it. Why do you think you're able to enjoy your life the way you do?
Right.
Yes, sir. What's up?
No, I'm just saying they on our steps. That's all day, every day. We looking for a nation that cannot save us.
Right.
This America can't save you. The Memorial Day has got nothing to help our people. So why are you trying to be part of it?
If we could pull that scripture,
Got it right here, sir.
shit, let's get it.
They on our steps.
What scripture is that?
Verse 4, Lamentations 4 and 17.
Go ahead.
As for us, our eyes have yet failed for our vain help.
Vain help.
Vain help.
I help. The help that we ask for here in America, it is vain.
Uh-huh.
It means nothing. The help that we ask for, when we went in March, no justice, no peace.
Right.
When they had the Black Lives Matter movement, when they let them go speak to Hillary Clinton, it was such an embarrassment.
Right.
Because they had a homosexual man, 2 lesbian women up there representing Black people. And when she asked them, what do you want? They couldn't even say anything. Because the help that they were asking for was vain. It didn't mean anything. Just like Martin Luther King, he wanted to get us everything that we needed, but the people he was asking for help didn't help us. All of the Black businesses that we had during the time of Martin Luther King, all of that got wiped away because we gave it to them. When we went and segregated and came and decided to integrate with them, we said, you know what? We're going to go inside of the white restaurants. We're going to go inside of the white barbershops. I don't know why you walk inside of the white barbershop. He said, I'm going to go inside of the white swimming pool. When we did that, we lost all of our Black and brown businesses. That's why the only business that we got right now is Black people as well. A barbershop. You got a barbershop. You got a couple of Jamaican restaurants. You got a soul food spot. You got a couple of nightclubs. They're gonna make sure you get to a strip club because they enjoy when you hold your daughters out.
Right.
They'll let you do that. But when it comes to like a real business, like a bank, we can never get a bank. When it comes to a gas station, we can never get those type of businesses because that is not meant for us. We are meant to get the things at the bottom, like drug dealing.
Right.
They'll let you be a drug dealer. They'll let you do that all day. And in fact, your plug might be CIA. If you don't believe me, go watch Snowfall.
Right.
Go watch Snowfall. That's a true story. Freeway Ricky Ross was getting drugs from the CIA.
Right.
They'll let you be a drug dealer. That's why we gotta understand that too. If you're a drug dealer, they allow you to do that. They allow you to build yourself up, get that money. They allow some low class cop to arrest you. He builds this case off you. He gets rich off you. They allow you to do that. And that ain't our business, man. Our business is Black, Latinos, and Native Indians.
Right.
You gotta read that.
As for us, our eyes have yet failed for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
America can never save us. America can never save Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. That's why you have to call on the Lord.
Right.
No matter what you do, you can march all day. You know, I seen some homosexual organization march this week. And it was worse than that Pride Festival that they had.
Right.
What is that? New York City, they had that Pride Festival.
Mhm.
I think it was just as worse as that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't knocking nobody. We ain't in hate. Ain't just saying. They had a homosexual march in Kansas City. You know, they brought the purple out. You got
And Shalaki, and the whole month of June is their month. The LGBT quote unquote Pride Month
Right.
is going to be dedicated to the IUIC. Shalaki. Shalaki.
real good.
Right.
They ain't gonna speak too much on that. They had their Pride March.
Right.
It was disgusting for people because people really believe that that's power.
Right.
And numbers mean power. Numbers don't mean anything. People don't even understand Christ only had 12 disciples.
Right.
And they changed the whole world. Which is still in effect to this day. And Somali also, I think the 40 record too, right?
Yeah.
Read,
Them talk.
read this last one, then we got right, sir.
Yeah, come on.
They hunt our steps that we cannot go out in our streets.
Right, we can't even go in our streets. We can't even go in your streets, man. That's any black and brown neighborhood to this day, man.
Right.
What happens when you go out in the streets? Who's riding around harassing you? It's Greenville County. They got two. They got Greenville County Sheriff Department, and then they got the Greenville County Blue and Whites. If you stay inside of an apartment complex, you're going to be harassed. You're gonna be sitting outside, sitting in your car. You got ID. What you gonna do?
No.
You got a phone call from so. I got ID. They're gonna bring your name to see if you got one.
Right.
That's what they think. They think we're just a bunch of criminals. They're the biggest criminals on the face of this earth.
Right.
They're the biggest criminal. Black man, Latino, Native Indian man. Don't never let some oppressor tell you that you're a criminal. The reason why we do the things we do because we're poor.
Right.
We sell drugs because we're poor. Brother might rob stores because he's poor. He ain't doing it because he want to do it. Ain't never been a brother that said, you know what, man, I love selling drugs so much, man. This is my thing. I'm with this. I know brothers that have done it because they're poor.
Right.
Because they're trying to make a way for themselves.
Right.
What Biggie Small said in that song, what he said in that song, he said, this for all the people they called the police on when I was trying to feed my daughter and make some money to feed my daughter. He did that because that was the only thing he knew. That's the only thing that they offered. So that's it on that scripture.
Our end is near. Our days are fulfilled. For our end is come.
Right. Trust and believe, brothers and sisters.
Sit on
We
that.
are at the end. We ain't got too much longer before America falls. We ain't got long. It could be anything. It could be the night. It could be the night. Like the scripture says, Christ said he's gonna come like a thief in the night. One thing about a thief, you don't never know when they're gonna come. You just wake up and just miss it. It's not gonna be when Christ. Christ gonna come, you ain't gonna even expect it. It's gonna happen and it's over. That's the greatest thing about it, man. That's why we always gotta be prepared. Close it out.
Close out, sir.
Okay.
Mario.
Mario?
My allegiance, man. Sir. Sir.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Men of Israel, prepare to salute the Torah. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakah. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakah. Step down. Men of Israel, be prepared to salute the Torah. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakah.
How?
Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakah. Yahweh Shem Yahshua Barakah. Does anybody want to get anointed? So we put an oil on your head. We ask God, we read prayers for you for the Lord. And watch over you, protect you, and bless you.
Somebody else?
You didn't know it if you want to, brother. It's all good. And this is protection from the Lord, man.
Come on, bro. All right. There you go. Just how it was. All right. And then, okay. Who's got it? Who's got it? Anointed? Come on up, bro. Right there. First brother, right here. Over there.
What we're going to do is we're going to read the scriptures. We're going to read the prayers after you. And what you'll do is we're going to point to you, and you'll say your name. And then we'll repeat your name. We're going to do it 3
time. Just say your name, and we'll repeat your name, and we'll say your name again, and we'll repeat your name again. So we'll start out with the brother right here. All right. It's the man behind me gonna repeat what I say. Yabarak Yahweh.
Yabarak Yahweh.
Ashamarka.
Ashamarka.
Yahweh Yahweh. Hanyu.
Hanyu.
Hanyu. Wayakanta.
Wayakanta.
Yasha'ah. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hanyu.
Hanyu.
Hanyu. Wasanga.
Shalom.
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 Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hashem.
Hashem.
Yahweh Shah.
Shah.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapa'ah.
Ba'ah.
Magan.
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 Gun. Say your name.
John.
John.
John. John. Hashem Yahweh Shah. Hashem Yahweh
Shah.
The water Aman.
The water. Aman.
What we just said in the English words, brother, we said, Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, bless, heal, shield, and protect. All right, this is the man behind me. We all gonna repeat what I say. Yabarak Yahweh.
Yabarak Yahweh.
Washamarka.
Washamarka.
Yahweh Yahweh. Hanyu.
Hanyu.
Wayakanta.
Wayakanta.
Yasha'ah.
Sha'ah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hanyu.
Hanyu.
Wasanga.
Shalom.
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 Yahweh. Hashem.
Hashem.
Yahweh Shah.
Shah.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapa'ah.
Ba'ah.
Magan.
Gun.
Magan.
Gun.
Rochella. Rochella. Rochella.
Quilinian.
Quililian.
Quilinian.
Quililian.
Quililian.
By Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Hashem Yahweh Shah.
The water Aman.
Water Aman.
What we just said was Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, bless, heal, shield, and protect. We'll be out together. All right, it's the men behind me that'll repeat what I say. Yabarak Yahweh.
Yabarak Yahweh.
Ashamarka.
Ashamarka.
Yahweh Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hanyuwa.
Hanyuwa.
Aliyah.
Aliyah.
Wayakanta.
Wayakanta.
Yasha'ah.
Sha'ah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hanyuwa.
Hanyu.
Aliyah.
Aliyah.
Wayasanga.
Shalom.
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 Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hashem.
Hashem.
Yahweh Shah.
Shah.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapa'ah.
Ba'ah.
Magan.
Gun.
Magan.
Gun.
Azariah. 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 Jalea.
Jalea. Jalea.
By Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Hashem Yahweh Shah.
The water Aman.
The water Aman.
Bless, like what we just said in the English was, bless Yahweh, bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, bless, heal, shield, and protect. Anybody else still they don't want to get anointed? All right. Since y'all want to get anointed, y'all good? All right. Only the men behind this podium gonna say what I repeat what I say. Yabarak Yahweh.
Yabarak Yahweh.
Washamarka.
Washamarka.
Yahweh
Yahweh.
Yahweh. Hanyuwa.
Hanyuwa.
Aliyah.
Aliyah.
Wayakanta.
Wayakanta.
Yasha'ah.
Sha'ah.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hanyuwa.
Hanyuwa.
Aliyah.
Aliyah.
Wasanga.
Shalom.
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 Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Hashem.
Hashem.
Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shah.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapa'ah.
Ba'ah.
Magan.
Magan. Gun.
Nayo.
Nayo.
Nayo. By Hashem Yahweh Shah.
Hashem Yahweh Shah.
The water Aman.
The water Aman.
What we just said in the English was, Yahweh bless thee and keep thee. Yahweh make his face shine upon thee and be gracious unto thee. Yahweh lift up his countenance upon thee and give thee peace. Yahweh, in the name of Yahweh Shah, bless, heal, and shield, and protect.
Anybody else?
All right. Men of Israel, we're going to do one courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Amadi, Shabbat, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah Barakatah. Men of Israel, sorry. We're going to turn and face the sisters. We're going to prepare to do one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Amadi, Shabbat, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. Yahweh.
Yahweh Shamar. Alatha. Hashem Yahweh Shah.
All right, that, y'all some time. Smith.